So today I'd like to talk about this website right here, which I will link down in the video description. Before I get started, I'd like to make it very clear that this website is in no way paying me or sponsoring me to do this video. It's a website that I use often when I'm making videos to find resources, and it's a website that I think a lot of people can benefit from in Valheim. As you see on the left-hand side here, you can find all different types of things, everything from maypoles and beehives to the boss locations and even the trader location. And this is something that I know a lot of people spend a lot of time doing. Now, I'd like to say before I start this video that some people would of course consider this to be quite cheaty, but I think it's important that we all remember that some people are, working two jobs or studying, or they have kids or whatever, and time constraints for gaming is different for each individual. And so for some people, I find if a website like this is going to speed things up for them and increase their enjoyment of the game, then personally I have no problem with that. I'd like to know your guys' thoughts on this down in the comments, but please do be respectful and understand that everyone's situation is different and some people have more or less time than others. So the website is pretty self-explanatory, and when you go to the link, it's pretty obvious what you need to do, but I will talk about just a couple of things that you may get stuck on and just show you how to use a couple of things here just to prove that it works on the latest version. Now, talking about versions, you can see that over here you can select different versions of your game. So if you're just creating a new world, or you're about to create a new world, or you already have, or something like that in the current Valheim game, then you just need to put the seed in at the top and it will already be on the newer version. Now, if you're not sure, if you're trying to do this for an older world and you're not sure what version to look at, you can click this question mark right here and it brings up all of this stuff. So this is pretty useful. It tells you depending on what date you made your world and what version you need to use. So I'll let you guys read through this in your own time, because obviously this video, you can use the website link in the description to take you right to this website and find it from there. But I just thought I'd mention that because if you're on the wrong version, then of course it's not going to generate the seed correctly and this stuff won't work. So I'm going to do a little test now to show you how this works, and we're going to do it with the trader, because I think the trader is often the one that people get most stuck with and want to find. So I'm going to put in a seed, and of course I'm going to call it subscribe because I'm one of those annoying YouTubers. So all I need to do is put that in, and then I'm going to hit here show trader, so that's now ticked, and I'm going to hit go. Now, you can change this later on, which I'll show you in a second if you want to add things or take things away. But as you see, it will load up. It'll take a few seconds to do that. And there we go. Now, what you see here are the potential trader locations. So the way this works in Valheim is, obviously this is our spawn right here. So the chances are the first trader you're going to find is going to be this one to the right, as it is the closest. But let's say, for argument's sake, you just happen to go downwards and find this one down here first. Well, that's when your trader would then be in that location in the world, and all these other ones would effectively disappear. You can only have one trader per world at the time of making this video. So when you find the first trader location, that's where the trader is, and all the others disappear. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and go in and create a new world called subscribe for the seed and show you that this does actually work. So here I am in game. I'm just going to use my cheat account for this, as I do for all these types of videos, and I'm going to make a new world. The world name can just be new world TBD for to be deleted, and let's just put the seed in as subscribe. Make sure you get the case all the same, so just all lowercase there. Hit done. There's our world. Now I'm going to start this world. I'll skip past the intro and being flown in and stuff, and then we'll look and make sure that the location compares correctly. Okay, so I'm in my world right here, and what I'm going to do is just go into cheat mode, because it's just going to make this video a lot faster and a lot easier. So we're going to do that. I'm going to set the time of day to 0.5. I'm going to go ahead and give myself God and Ghost, and I think it's explore map. Yeah, there we go. This will take a second to just load up the entire map, and obviously I'm just doing this for the tutorial purposes. So now when I scroll out here, I can see that from what it's saying, the trader should be about there, right? So what I'm going to do now is just teleport myself over to here, and wait, is it shift in that? So I need to put myself into debug mode, and now when I go back to map, I should be able to control and teleport over there. There we go. All right, so let's see. There should be a trader around about here. We should be able to find him pretty quickly, given that we have the almost exact location. Okay, so here I am. I'm just, already. Okay, literally, that was very quick. So you can see there on the map in the top right, we've got the trader icon. And there he is. And of course, the good thing about the trader is you just have to get within a reasonable distance of him, and you'll get that showing up on your map. So as you can see, if I put this on screen right now, this is a screenshot of my actual world in game. And then I'll try and do this in such a way we can see it next to each other, but you just have to trust me. This is spot on. The location is exact. And that's how we find the trader. So now what I'm going to do is I'll go back over to the site and show you a couple of other things just to prove this works for a variety of things. So I'm going to do the Leviathan one now, because I think that is pretty cool that it has that. So it says here, this is not the sea serpent. The Leviathans are the alive islands. I'm sure you guys know that, but it's just letting us know. So it's scanning the ocean and letting us know exactly where these locations are meant to be. So what we'll do in our world, of course, we're near this trader, and there should be a Leviathan just off the coast there. So I'm going to hop back over and do that. Okay, so really there should be one roughly, it's just off the coast in the water. It's about there. So let's see how close we can teleport to this. But obviously just going off that map that I just showed you, I think the Leviathan is one that people will think, is probably, is that going to work, right? And I just want to do this with a few different things because it is pretty awesome. And if you've looked at some of the other things that you can do on that site, there are other things you can find as well, all kinds of things. Oh, look, there we go. We got our ping pretty much spot on. So as you can see, this is working. I just want to prove to you guys that it works for a few different things, so you know this is a reliable resource. So if today's video was helpful, please do consider liking and subscribing for more, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. But for now, I just want to say the dad jokes are of course coming, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. A kid threw a lump of cheddar at me. I thought, that's not mature. What are you if you run behind a car? Exhausted. If you have 26 apples in one hand and 13 oranges in the other hand, what do you have? Big hands. If you have a yellow ball in your left hand and a yellow ball in your right hand, what do you have? Homer Simpson's undivided attention.